for two and two for tea.
Me for you and you for me. Can't you see how happy we would be?
You could raise a family, a boy like us, a girl like me.
Can't you see how happy we would be? What's the mess?
I told him to tidy his room and he started flinging his seed about. Even a parrot has got an attitude problem in this place.
You do as you're told, or we'll swap you for a budgie.
Oh, don't antagonize him. You never know what might happen.
We don't want him getting too comfortable. Don't you migrate about now?
We're stuck with him. 3 children, 2 goldfish, 2 rabbits, a hamster and a very, very untidy parrot.
Are you upsetting Sickers?
No, Sickers is upsetting me.
He tells me when someone's upsetting him.
So I'll be hauled up in front of the beak, will I?
Only 4 days to go.
Till what?
Till they go back to school.
You'll miss them.
Want to bet?
All that peace and quiet, we don't know what to do with ourselves.
I've got some sleep to catch up on.
It's not my fault that I snore.
It was all right when we had separate rooms. Now we have to share.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. You lying beside me.
Gnashing my teeth and thumping you.
Just like old times.
Right. Only 4 days to go till school starts.
Been counting?
4 or 5 days, something like that. I have been looking through your wardrobes.
You don't like it when I look through yours?
Well, you don't look through my wardrobe, Georgia. You strip search it.
Well, you've got a lot of things that look better on me.
How do you know?
They're too young for you. You should dress like a grandmother.
If I dressed like a grandmother, you wouldn't have anything to borrow.
My mother used to say that spending money on clothes was obscene.
Well, she certainly lived by her convictions. I never saw her in anything that looked as if it cost more than £2.50.
She knitted all our jumpers.
Rather a lot of them from recycled wool, unfortunately.
Dad said you never knitted him anything.
That's not true. I knitted him a balaclava.
Yes, but you forgot to put holes in it, do you remember?
That was an oversight.
He never liked wearing it. Kept bumping into things.
Anyway, you seem to have pretty much everything you need for school.
I need football boots.
I need new shoes.
I didn't need anything?
Except for Jake. Now, you'll need a new blazer and some trousers.
Oh, no. Do I have to?
I shall take you into town, and Andrew, you can take Philip and get a haircut.
What?
What?
Can't he get his own haircut?
I don't want a haircut.
But you need one.
I don't want to go out today.
Why not?
I'm tired.
Look at him. He has no energy.
That's because he only eats spam.
I've got nothing to do there. I'm not getting enough sleep.
Oh, why?
I'm used to sleeping alone.
So am I, but we all have to make sacrifices.
At home I have my own room.
Yes, had your own room. This is home now, you know that.
Mum and Dad said it was important for each of us to have our own space.
Well, I'm sure they did, but we haven't got space here to swing a parrot.
I don't want to share with a child.
Who are you talking about?
You, Dimbo. That room's too small for 2 people.
Yes, well, I think I've got the answer. Bunk beds.
Bunk bed.
Yes, I took a look at some yesterday, and it'll give you more space for playing.
Playing.
Pass me the top.
I'm not sleeping under you. You take Lego to bed.
I think bum beds is brilliant.
Well, you can have both of them then.
So, you're not keen on the idea?
Tough.
OK, let's think of an alternative.
No, there isn't one. Unless we find a bedroom from somewhere.
Build one.
Oh, if only it were as simple as that.
Andrew, would you come and help me for a minute?
Help you what?
To load the washing machine.
Oh, you mean you want to talk to me without them listening?
Yes.
OK. See you in a sec.
Oh, have you lost anything, Liz?
I can't find the dustpan and brush.
Here you are.
You can eat off those drains now, Mr. Prentice.
Oh, good.
I'll be finishing today, sadly.
OK, Tom, give me your bill, will you?
Right.
Sit down.
Why?
More coffee?
Why not?
We are going to have to sell Graham's house, aren't we?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, there is bound to be enough money from that to build an extension on here. We could enlarge the kitchen and have a bedroom
Oh,
above.
that would be a hell of an upheaval.
Well, what more upheaval after what we've been through?
It won't be cheap.
How much?
Haven't a clue.
Tom!
Yes, Mrs. Prentice.
Here a minute, please. How much would it cost to build a two-storey extension on the back?
Hang on a minute.
Well, I'll have to work it out.
Yes, but could you do it if we asked you?
Yeah, of course.
Well, perhaps you could just give us an estimate.
I'll be delighted.
Everyone all right?
So what new changes have you made to our lives without consulting us?
We are going to build an extension on the back.
What for? Your wardrobes?
Actually, it's for...
We're thinking about it.
We have thought about it and we think it's a brilliant idea.
Well, it's in the planning stages.
Is Tom going to build it?
Well, we'll be asking him for an estimate.
Which will give us more space down here and an extra bedroom above.
For me?
Exactly.
Possibly.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
And young sir. And how may I help you?
Young sir would like a new blazer and trousers for St. Edmunds.
And Granny's helping you to choose it, is she?
No, I can choose my own.
Oh, an independent young master. I bet you lead your granny a merry dance.
I don't know how I'd keep up with him without my Zimmer frame.
Ah, they've got it all made, haven't they, this generation? Right, hands up, young man. I expect your granny has told you what it was like during the war, eh? Having the hand-me-downs and late maidens. Eh, madam?
I was a little too young.
I'm forgetting my good manners. Let me get you a chair. Take the weight of your hip replacement.
I don't need a chair.
Are you sure?
Quite certain.
Children are tiring enough when you're young. But when you get to our age... Oh, I'd give anything to be young again.
I am young again.
That's the spirit.
Do I have to try them on?
Yes.
But they look okay from here.
Jake, don't argue.
Perhaps the young gentleman will allow me to help while Granny has a rest.
Oh, do you have a sportswear department?
Indeed we do.
Oh, good, because I need a new lycra leotard. I've worn my old one out in the gym. Hello, we're back. We got everything, didn't we, Jake?
It all itches.
Well, you have to suffer for smartness now. Take them upstairs and hang them up. On a coat hanger, not on the floor.
Okay.
How old do I look to you, Andrew? Andrew?
How old do you want to look?
That is not a reasonable answer.
Well, it wasn't a very reasonable question.
Only the stupid assistant at the outfitters implied that I was geriatric.
And has he regained consciousness yet?
I know I don't look young enough to be Jake's mother, but it hurts.
Maggie, you look a hell of a lot younger than I feel.
Why, what's the matter with you?
I am suffering from negative equity.
What?
There won't be any money from Graham's house. Won't be able to afford any sort of extension now.
No money?
No extension, I'm afraid.
You mean we have to stay crammed together here like battery hens?
I'm afraid so. Unless you've got any other bright ideas.
They can live in tents in the garden. They're young and fit. Oh, Graham! You might have left us with a few bob to look after your flaming, wonderful children. What the...
I'm going to make spam sandwich.
That's rather a dramatic haircut, isn't
Well,
it?
I told them to give him a short back and side.
Well, they've certainly done that. It's nothing if not short at the back.
Well, they all seem to be having it cut like that.
All who? Soldiers? Prisoners? Your teachers are not going to like that at school.
My maths teacher was in there having the same cut as me.
Was he?
He was, I'm afraid. Asked me to call him Kev.
You wouldn't get any of that unhealthy familiarity at boarding school.
No, they just beat you till you call them sir, Dad said.
It never did your father any harm. He was the same irritating little pedant when he came out as he was when he went in.
Maggie.
Haven't we got any spam left?
Oh, Philip, you must eat something other than spam.
That's what Mum and Dad used to say.
Well, at last I agree with them about something.
Well, I'm surprised they let you eat that stuff, knowing their campaign for purity.
Dad gave me a number of leaflets illustrating how spam was made. It gave me a few nightmares, but I soon got over it.
Did your mother explain to you how unhealthy it was just to eat one type of food?
She respected my right to have my own decision over my diet.
I bet you forgot it.
What?
Wheat germ bread.
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
You know I can't eat this white bread rubbish. Is it too much to ask that you can buy something that's made with pure ingredients?
And tastes like lead?
Well, that's your opinion, which isn't worth much when nutrition is concerned.
Oh, yes, all right, Georgia. We've had some rather bad news.
What? You're going to have to keep us forever? That's pretty bad for us as well.
That's enough, Georgia.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt. and accept that your appalling rudeness is due to a combination of the loss of your parents and the onset of teenage years. But just remember, we are all in this. Alone.
You mean we're all in this together?
No, I don't.
Harriet liked my blazer.
Oh, you showed it to your hamster. How sweet.
Harriet really liked my blazer. It was her lunch.
Harriet did that.
Yeah.
Keep away from me, everyone. Just keep away!
Gran,
Go away.
I've brought you a coffee.
I bet it's decaffeinated.
Well, it wasn't my idea anyway.
Yes.
Mr. Prentice, you got a second?
Oh, come in, Tom. Sit down.
I've done that estimate you wanted. It's a bit pricey, I'm afraid, but I'll do a good job. No shortcuts.
Well, thanks, but we're not going to be able to do it.
Oh.
No money.
Well, I could do you very favourable terms, Mr. Prentice, as special customers. Say, monthly instalments.
Well, you can do that for us, Tom. That's very kind. And unusual, too, isn't it, in the building trade?
Well, I like it here, you see.
Yes, I do see.
Hello, Mr. Prentice. Well, I bought some of that bread Georgia likes. I didn't think Mrs. Prentice would have the time.
Oh, that's wonderful, Liz. Thank you. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Neither do I.
Can I make you some lunch, Mr. Prentice?
Well, I'm not very hungry. We haven't had a particularly wonderful morning.
Oh, still, a decent sandwich can make most things better.
Not this.
On the Healthline phone-in this morning, the doctor said you can tamper with your emotional pendulum by neglecting your physical needs.
My physical needs are suffering from neglect.
Mr. Prentice?
I don't think a cheese and pickle doorstep is going to help my cash flow, Liz.
Oh, well, at least have a fig roll. With your coffee, I just bought a packet.
Oh, how could I refuse?
Must get George's live yoghurt in the fridge.
Before it takes over the world, eh?
So, I'm sorry, Tom, we're not going to be able to build the extension. Let me have a bill for the drains, right?
Look, have you thought of an alternative?
Mrs. Prentice suggested putting tents up in the garden.
Anyone seen Georgia?
She just slammed out in her usual way, I think.
You've got a garage, haven't you?
Well, yes, we have.
Well, a garage conversion would be much more economical. You've got all the expensive bits done, foundations and wiring. It's just cosmetic, really, to turn it into another room.
The garage?
Hang on a minute.
That is brilliant.
No, that's my wine cellar.
Well, we can move that.
Where? Into Philip's bedroom so he can use my case of Margot for catapult practice?
We'll find somewhere.
What about my vintage car?
Thousands of people leave their cars outside. They haven't got garages.
Well, maybe, but they haven't got a collectible classic.
Oh, come on, Andrew. What is more important? Us having more space to get away from the children or your toy car getting a bit dusty?
But it's an investment. Or it will be one day.
So, when's the extension going to be built?
It isn't.
Why not?
Can't afford it.
So I've got to share with him forever. There's got to be some other way.
Well, I'm afraid there isn't at the moment.
Well, actually, there was another possibility.
Maggie?
That we turned the garage into a spare room.
Brilliant. It's mine.
I'm afraid your grandfather didn't like the idea.
Why didn't you like the idea?
Well, the garage houses his wine cellar.
And my car.
Oh, and of course his car, of which he is rather fond.
Cars can get parked in the road.
Well, it's rather a special car.
Cars are the enemy of the environment. Sell it.
Oh, no. I think, to be fair, we should respect his opinion. His car
Our car.
and his wines are very important to him.
And to you.
Just remember what an upheaval this has all been for your grandfather. I don't think we should expect him to give up any more of his hobbies.
Hobbies?
Just to allow the rest of us a little breathing space, he has every right to put the kibosh on a perfectly simple garage conversion if he feels his car and his drinks are more important to him. I think we should abide by his decision and try to manage as best we can under very trying circumstances.
All right, OK. But I shall need a proper cover for the car.
They cost £34.99.
And perhaps a carport outside the garage.
There's a second-hand one in the local paper.
I should think.
And I'm not keeping the wine in the house. I want it housed at the right temperature in proper cellar conditions.
Rosie and Hugh will be very happy to keep it in their cellar.
Will they?
Yes, they're coming to lunch on Sunday to collect it.
They are?
Shall we?
Oh, good book.
Gothic horror.
That wouldn't be for me. I like a nice romance. Preferably in long frocks with the gentleman tall and a bit cruel around the eyes.
But you mean like Grandad?
He's a very nice man, your Grandad.
My parents didn't think so.
Georgia, it's not my place, I know, but sometimes people get the wrong idea of people from things that other people say when they don't really know the people properly, and it's a long time since the people met the people.
That really helped, Liz.
I know your grandmother might seem...
Completely awful.
A bit forthright at times, but it's hard for her because she's always been able to come and go. She's pleased.
Still is.
Oprah did a show on dysfunctional families last week, and this therapist said that sometimes you fight each other because that's the habit you get into. The important thing is to get in touch with your feelings and open up a caring dialogue.
Right? Who thought it would be amusing to put the goldfish in the bidet?
I'm cleaning them out, giving them a bit of a change of scene while the water in their bowl settles.
Move them, Georgia, now.
Well, it certainly shouldn't take as long as an extension.
When can you start?
Not till Monday, because I'm taking Liz away for the weekend.
What? You haven't even asked me.
That's next on my list of things to do.
Well, let me save you the trouble. The answer's no.
Monday will be fine, whatever your social arrangements, Doc.
Come away with me, Liz. This weekend.
I'm not the sort of person who goes away for a weekend with a person I've only just met.
Fair enough, I'm rushing you. Pictures then, Friday night. We'll take it from there.
I'm doing my mum's highlights.
Saturday then, day out.
I'll be in Tesco's all morning.
Afternoon.
I want to spend some quality time with my daughter. After all, it's all too easy to miss those special years, and before you know it, the bond is broken and you've grown apart. We're going to make fairy cakes and gingerbread men.
Right, Saturday night we'll go out for a curry.
I hate curry.
Chinese.
Brings me out in a rash.
I'll come round to you. Bring a video.
I don't have a video.
How about a walk in the park on Sunday?
It's my daughter's Sunday school concert.
Any spare tickets?
Georgia, do you remember me?
You're the Tooth Fairy?
Sweet. We met on the doorstep last week. I'm your Auntie Rosie, your granny's oldest friend. And this is your Uncle Hugh.
Hello, Auntie Rosie and Uncle Hugh.
Hello, Georgia.
How are you feeling, dear?
Slightly nauseous.
Jolly good. Oh, little Philip.
Jake.
Of course, you're the baby, aren't you?
No, I'm the youngest son.
How are you, young man?
I've got a loose tooth.
So you have.
Excuse me.
Oh, now this is Philip. But there's something different about you.
Are you smiling?
I had my hair cut.
Of course. And it looks very, Maggie.
Hello. You've met everyone then. Philip, take Hugh's coat. Nicely. Hugh, Andrew's in the garage, cataloguing his precious wine. Let me get you a drink, Rosie.
Is that collar real fur?
Yes, it's... Actually, no. Now I come to think about it, it looks so real I get confused, but it's not, it's
fake.
It takes 40 dumb animals to make a coat, but only one to wear it.
Don't let her get to you, Rosie. I never do. Have a drink.
Andrew. Hugh. You remember that time we had in that Dordogne?
How many bottles did we sink that lunchtime?
Oh, you mean the one that went on for 3 days?
Only 3? I thought it was Thursday before we staggered out.
Could have been 4.
Are you going to pour it, or just cuddle it?
These are my babies, you know.
Oh, that's all right. They'll only be up the road. You can come and visit them.
No, I want you to buy them. I want you to buy them all.
Buy your cellar? But it's taken you years.
Oh, I need the money. It's not easy starting a family suddenly.
I don't envy you taking on 3 children. At your age.
Will you buy?
Are you sure about this?
No, but I want you to say yes quickly so I don't have a chance to change my mind.
Well, if it'll help you, yes.
Thank you. I wanted to go to Good Hope.
I'll look after it well.
I think you'll find it's a decent selection.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Got any Sant'Emilio?
Chateau Ozon, 85.
Classic year. Oh, that was a great trip, wasn't it? Yeah, who was the winemaker?
Pascal Delbecq. Oh, he's a lovely man. Put us up for the night, you remember? Insisted.
As I remember, we passed out in the vineyard and he covered us with a horse blanket.
Very hospitable.
Oh, brings it all back.
Suppose we get to France now.
Oh, you'll get back. One day.
I had a dream.
Yes, did I see a Margot?
I had a dream. I had a dream that Maggie and I would live the rest of our lives in France.
Within walking distance of a vineyard, I trust.
Oh, we were so close, Hugh. We could see the farmhouse, the stream, the ivy, the old stone.
Of course.
Spitting distance. And now...
Oh, steady on.
Have you ever seen something beautiful disappear from before your eyes?
I did get a bit fed up when the piranha ate the angelfish.
Disappointment ages you.
Oh, not half as much as running around after 3 children, I bet.
I want to go to France.
Look, we'll be doing the usual Bordeaux run next month. Send you a postcard?
No, I couldn't bear it.
Why did you make him cry?
It wasn't me.
I am so pleased to see you. Since those 3...
Lovely.
Lovely? Oh, lovely grandchildren moved in. Haven't you got anything to do?
No, I've already counted my blessings.
You know, there's a lot of your grandmother in you.
Where are you going?
Devise a new personality.
She's a lovely girl, isn't she?
No, she's a nightmare.
So how are you?
A wreck, a shadow, a broken woman. I haven't even had time for a cuticle dip.
Oh, surely you could get someone to take them off your hands for a couple of hours.
Well, you could.
Well, I've got all that Capo de Monte, darling, and my floors are waxed. Well, I'll do anything else to help.
Wave a magic wand and make them disappear.
Oh, I couldn't wave anything. I spent the whole of yesterday being pummeled by Giorgio, the new masseur at Bodyworks.
Shut up, Rosie.
I'm sorry, I didn't think. So what have you been up to?
Well, you know what I've been up to. Supermarkets, school outfitters, washing, ironing, pet shop, supermarket. I haven't got a life anymore. So, tell me about yours.
Well, last Friday we went to Florence for a couple of days.
Oh,
Darling, what is it?
must be these onions.
They're carrots. Oh, come on now. It's been such a strain for you, I know.
You don't know, Rosie. You haven't got a flaming clue.
Well, all right, then tell me about it.
I'll never go to Florence again.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous.
No, I won't. Not like we used to, spur of the moment. Not for years. I can't do anything anymore. I've got no freedom, no money, no fingernails.
You got me?
Your answer phone's on all the time these days.
Well, you know how it is.
I know how it was.
It'll be like that again.
No, not till I'm too old to enjoy it. Do you know how many years it takes to bring up children?
No.
Neither do I. But it's a hell of a long time, isn't it?
Well, I think you need some proper help.
Oh, I've got Liz 3 times a week.
No, I mean, have you ever thought of counselling?
Oh, don't you think I've got enough to do?
No, I mean for you. I think you need someone to talk to.
I'm talking to you.
Have one of these.
Oh, no, can't do that. Nicotine police.
Georgia.
No, Jake. He's just like his father. Priggish little killjoy. That's nice.
I picked it up in Florence last weekend.
Oh.
Grandad's crying as well.
And I said, yes, get the lion out.
That one. I had a glass in one hand, camembert in the other, and the seat ripped, and I fell through the chair.
And you showed admirable composure, as I remember, Maggie. You didn't spill a drop.
Legs in the air, not at my best.
Oh, I don't know.
What did he say? Not can I help you out, darling, let me give you a hand, but
Where's the camera? He was right, it was a good shot.
Look at this one of you, Rosie. Look at the expression on your face.
Well, I know why that was. We went to that supermarket to buy some patty for lunch, remember? Nobody seemed to think it a bit funny that there was a picture of a Pekingese on the front of the tin. Of course, I was the first one to taste it.
And it was dog food. You know something, it wasn't bad. Well, I've had worse for lunch.
Lunch? Oh, look at that. I think overcooked could be an understatement. I might have to open a tin. I haven't even laid the table yet.
Oh, I saved your lunch.
You've saved what? Oh, Georgia, that is wonderful. How kind of you to do that for me.
I didn't do it for you. I did it because I was hungry.
Oh, come on, everyone. Georgia saved the lunch. Isn't that wonderful?
Terrific.
And after all your grandmother's been saying about, oh, what lovely flowers.
So, can I sit beside you, young man?
So long as you don't smoke.
Right. So, what are you going to be when you grow up?
A missionary.
Did Rosie tell you that we spent the weekend in Florence?
Yes, she did. That's wonderful, Georgia, but where is the meat?
What meat?
She's vegetarian. The roast beef, it was in the Aga.
Well, it's still there. I wasn't going to touch it.
Oh, no. I'll just get the meat. Don't expect it to be rare.
Have some more wine, Rosie.
Red meat is very bad for you.
Quite apart from the ethical consideration of eating a beautiful, gentle creature that supplies you with cream and cheese.
Red meat is pumped full of additives and preservatives. Often the animals are already diseased when they're slaughtered.
And you can get mad cow disease from eating it. Look! My teeth come out. It's bleeding.
Still pink and juicy inside, thank goodness. I hope everyone's hungry. There is bound to be enough money from that to build an extension on here. We could enlarge the kitchen and have a bedroom
Oh,
above.
that would be a hell of an upheaval.
Well, what more upheaval after what we've been through?
It won't be cheap.
How much?
Haven't a clue.
Tom!
Yes, Mrs. Burnett.
Here a minute, please. How much would it cost to build a two-storey extension on the back?
Hang on a minute.
Well, I'll have to work it out.
Yes, but could you do it if we asked you?
Yeah, of course.
Well, perhaps you could just give us an estimate.
I'll be delighted.
Everyone all right?
So what new changes have you made to our lives without consulting us?
We are going to build an extension on the back.
What for? Your wardrobes?
Actually, it's for...
We're thinking about it.
We have thought about it and we think it's a brilliant idea.
Well, it's in the planning stages.
Is Tom going to build it?
Well, we'll be asking him for an estimate.
Which will give us more space down here and an extra bedroom above.
For me?
Exactly.
Possibly.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
And young sir. And how may I help you?
Young sir would like a new blazer and trousers for St. Edmunds.
And Granny's helping you to choose it, is she?
No, I can choose my own.
Oh, an independent young master. I bet you lead your Granny a merry dance.
I don't know how I'd keep up with him without my Zimmer friend.
Ah, they've got it all made, haven't they, this generation? Right, arms up, young man. I expect your Granny has told you what it was like during the war, eh? Nothing but hand-me-downs and late maidens. Eh, madam?
I was a little too young.
I'm forgetting my good manners. Let me get you a chair. Take the weight of your hip replacement.
I don't need a chair.
Are you sure?
Quite certain.
Children are tiring enough when you're young. But when you get to our age... Oh, I'd give anything to be young again.
I am young again.
That's the spirit.
Do I have to try them on?
Yes.
But they look okay from here.
Jake, don't do it.
Perhaps the young gentleman will allow me to help while Granny has a rest.
Oh, do you have a sportswear department?
Indeed we do.
Oh, good, because I need a new lycra leotard. I've worn my old one out in the gym. Hello, we're back. We got everything, didn't we, Jake?
It all itches.
Well, you have to suffer for smartness now. Take them upstairs and hang them up. On a coat hanger, not on the floor.
Okay.
How old do I look to you, Andrew? Andrew?
How old do you want to look?
That is not a reasonable answer.
Well, it wasn't a very reasonable question.
Only the stupid assistant at the outfitters implied that I was geriatric.
And has he regained consciousness yet?
I know I don't look young enough to be Jake's mother, but it hurts.
Maggie, you look a hell of a lot younger than I feel.
Why, what's the matter with you?
I am suffering from negative equity.
What?
There won't be any money from Graham's house. Won't be able to afford any sort of extension now.
No money?
No extension, I'm afraid.
You mean we have to say cram together here like battery hens?
I'm afraid so. Unless you've got any other bright ideas.
They can live in tents in the garden. They're young and fit. Oh, Graham! You might have left us with a few bob to look after your flaming, wonderful children. What the?
I'm going to make spam sandwich.
That's rather a dramatic haircut, isn't
Well,
it?
I told them to give him a short back and side.
Well, they've certainly done that. There's nothing if not short at the back.
Well, they all seem to be having it cut like that.
All who? Soldiers? Prisoners? Your teachers are not going to like that at school.
My maths teacher was in there having the same cut as me.
Was he?
He was, I'm afraid. Asked me to call him Kev.
You wouldn't get any of that unhealthy familiarity at boarding school.
No, they just beat you till you call them sir, Dad said.
It never did your father any harm. He was the same irritating little pedant when he came out as he was when he went in.
Maggie.
Haven't we got any spam left?
Oh, Philip, you must eat something other than spam.
That's what Mum and Dad used to say.
Well, at last I agree with them about something.
Well, I'm surprised they let you eat that stuff, knowing their campaign for purity.
Dad gave me a number of leaflets illustrating how spam was made. It gave me a few nightmares, but I soon got over it.
Did your mother explain to you how unhealthy it was just to eat one type of food?
She respected my right to have my own decision over my diet.
I bet you forgot it.
What?
Wheat germ bread.
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
You know I can't eat this white bread rubbish. Is it too much to ask that you can buy something that's made with pure ingredients?
And tastes like lead?
Well, that's your opinion, which isn't worth much when nutrition is concerned.
Oh, yes, all right, Georgia. We've had some rather bad news.
What? You're going to have to keep us forever? That's pretty bad for us as well.
That's enough, Georgia.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt and accept that your appalling rudeness is due to a combination of the loss of your parents and the onset of teenage years. But just remember, we are all in this. Alone.
You mean we're all in this together?
No, I don't.
Harriet liked my blazer.
Oh, you showed it to your hamster. How sweet.
Harriet really liked my blazer. It was her lunch.
Harriet did that.
Yeah.
Keep away from me, everyone. Just keep away!
Gran,
Go away.
I've brought you a coffee.
I bet it's decaffeinated.
Well, it wasn't my idea anyway.
Yes.
Mr. Prentice, you got a second?
Oh, come in, Tom. Sit down.
I've done that estimate you wanted. It's a bit pricey, I'm afraid, but I'll do a good job. No shortcuts.
Well, thanks, but we're not going to be able to do it.
Oh.
No money.
Well, I could do you very favourable terms, Mr. Prentice, as special customers. Say, monthly instalments.
Well, you can do that for us, Tom. That's very kind. And unusual, too, isn't it, in the building trade?
Well, I like it here, you see.
Yes, I do see.
Hello, Mr. Prentice. Oh, I bought some of that bread Georgia likes. I didn't think Mrs. Prentice would have the time.
Oh, that's wonderful, Liz. Thank you. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Neither do I.
Can I make you some lunch, Mr. Prentice?
Well, I'm not very hungry. We haven't had a particularly wonderful morning.
Oh, still, a decent sandwich can make most things better.
Not this.
On the Healthline phone-in this morning, the doctor said you can tamper with your emotional pendulum by neglecting your physical needs.
My physical needs are suffering from neglect.
Mr. Prentice.
I don't think a cheese and pickle doorstep is going to help my cash flow, Liz.
Oh, well, at least have a fig roll. With your coffee, I just bought a packet.
Oh, how could I refuse?
Must get George's live yoghurt in the fridge.
Before it takes over the world, eh?
So, I'm sorry, Tom, we're not going to be able to build the extension. Let me have a bill for the drains, right?
Look, have you thought of an alternative?
Mrs. Prentice suggested putting tents up in the garden.
Anyone seen Georgia?
She just slammed out in her usual way, I think.
You got a garage, haven't you?
Well, yes, we have.
Well, a garage conversion would be much more economical. You've got all the expensive bits done. Foundations and wiring. It's just cosmetic, really, to turn it into another room.
The garage?
Hang on a minute.
That is brilliant.
No, that's my wine cellar.
Well, we can move that.
Where? Into Philip's bedroom so he can use my case of Margot for catapult practice?
Well, we'll find somewhere.
What about my vintage car?
Thousands of people leave their cars outside. They haven't got garages.
Well, maybe, but they haven't got a collectible classic.
Oh, come on, Andrew. What is more important? Us having more space to get away from the children or your toy car getting a bit dusty?
But it's an investment. Or it will be one day.
So, when's the extension going to be built?
It isn't.
Why not?
Can't afford it.
So I've got to share with him forever. There's got to be some other way.
Well, I'm afraid there isn't at the moment.
Well, actually, there was another possibility.
Maggie?
That we turned the garage into a spare room.
Brilliant. It's mine.
I'm afraid your grandfather didn't like the idea.
Why didn't you like the idea?
Well, the garage houses his wine cellar.
And my car.
Oh, and of course his car, of which he is rather fond.
Cars can get parked in the road?
Well, it's rather...
Tea for two and two for tea.
Me for you and you for me. Can't you see how happy we would be?
You could raise a family, a boy like us,
A girl like me.
Can't you see how happy we
could be.
What's the mess?
I told him to tidy his room and he started flinging his seed about. Even a parrot has got an attitude problem in this place.
You do as you're told, or we'll swap you for a budgie.
Oh, don't antagonize him. You never know what might happen.
Well, we don't want him getting too comfortable. Don't you migrate about now?
We're stuck with him. 3 children, 2 goldfish, 2 rabbits, a hamster and a very, very untidy parrot.
Are you upsetting Sickers?
No, Sickers is upsetting me.
He tells me when someone's upsetting him.
So I'll be hauled up in front of the beak, will I?
Only 4 days to go.
Till what?
Till they go back to school.
You'll miss them.
Want to bet?
All that peace and quiet, we don't know what to do with ourselves.
I've got some sleep to catch up on.
It's not my fault that I snore.
It was all right when we had separate rooms. Now we have to share.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. You lying beside me.
Gnashing my teeth and thumping you.
Just like old times.
Right. Only 4 days to go till school starts.
Been counting?
4 or 5 days, something like that. I have been looking through your wardrobes.
You don't like it when I look through yours?
Well, you don't look through my wardrobe, Georgia. You strip search it.
Well, you've got a lot of things that look better on me.
How do you know?
They're too young for you. You should dress like a grandmother.
If I dressed like a grandmother, you wouldn't have anything to borrow.
My mother used to say that spending money on clothes was obscene.
Well, she certainly lived by her convictions. I never saw her in anything that looked as if it cost more than £2.50.
She knitted all our jumpers.
Rather a lot of them from recycled wool, unfortunately.
Dad said you never knitted him anything.
That's not true. I knitted him a balaclava.
Yes, but you forgot to put holes in it, do you remember?
That was an oversight.
He never liked wearing it. Kept bumping into things.
Anyway, you seem to have pretty much everything you need for school.
I need football boots.
I need new shoes.
I didn't need anything?
Except for Jake. Now, you'll need a new blazer and some trousers.
Oh, nice. Do I have to?
I shall take you into town, and Andrew, you can take Philip and get a haircut.
What?
What?
Can't he get his own haircut?
I don't want a haircut.
But you need one.
I don't want to go out today.
Why not?
I'm tired.
Look at him. He has no energy.
That's because he only eats Spam.
I've got nothing to do there. I'm not getting enough sleep.
Oh, why?
I'm used to sleeping alone.
So am I, but we all have to make sacrifices.
At home I have my own room.
Yes, had your own room. This is home now, you know that.
Mum and Dad said it was important for each of us to have our own space.
Well, I'm sure they did, but we haven't got space here to swing a parrot.
I don't want to share with a child.
Who are you talking about?
You, Dimbo, that room's too small for two beds.
Yes, well, I think I've got the answer. Bunk beds.
Bunk beds?
Yes, I took a look at some yesterday, and it'll give you more space for playing.
Playing?
Pass me the top.
I'm not sleeping under you. You take Lego to bed.
I think bunk beds is brilliant.
Well, you can have both of them then.
So, you're not keen on the idea?
Tough.
OK, let's think of an alternative.
No, there isn't one. Unless we find a bedroom from somewhere.
Build one.
Oh, if only it were as simple as that.
Andrew, would you come and help me for a minute?
Help you what?
To load the washing machine.
Oh, you mean you want to talk to me without them listening?
Yes.
OK. See you in a sec.
Oh, have you lost anything, Liz?
I can't find the dustpan and brush.
There we are.
Here you are.
You can eat off those drains now, Mr. Prentice.
Oh, good.
I'll be finishing today, sadly.
OK, Tom, give me your bill, will you?
Right.
Sit down.
Why?
More coffee?
Why not?
We are going to have to sell Graham's house, aren't we?
Yes, that's fair, sir. Special car.
Because the enemy of the environment. Sell it.
Oh, no. I think, to be fair, we should respect his opinion. His car
Our car.
and his wines are very important to him.
And to you?
Just remember what an upheaval this has all been for your grandfather. I don't think we should expect him to give up any more of his hobbies.
Hobbies?
Just to allow the rest of us a little breathing space, he has every right to put the kibosh on a perfectly simple garage conversion if he feels his car and his drinks are more important to him. I think we should abide by his decision and try to manage as best we can under very trying circumstances.
All right, OK. But I shall need a proper cover for the car.
They cost £34.99.
And perhaps a carport outside the garage.
There's a second-hand one in the local paper.
I should think.
And I'm not keeping the wine in the house. I want it housed at the right temperature in proper cellar conditions.
Well, Rosie and Hugh will be very happy to keep it in their cellar.
Will they?
Yes, they're coming to lunch on Sunday to collect it.
They are?
Salad?
Oh, good book.
Gothic horror.
That wouldn't be for me. I like a nice romance. Preferably in long frocks with the gentleman tall and a bit cruel around the eyes.
But you mean like Grandad?
He's a very nice man, your granddad.
My parents didn't think so.
Georgia, it's not my place, I know, but sometimes people get the wrong idea of people from things that other people say when they don't really know the people properly, and it's a long time since the people met the people.
That really helped, Liz.
I know your grandmother might seem
Completely awful.
a bit forthright at times, but it's hard for her because she's always been able to come and go. She's pleased.
Still is.
Oprah did a show on dysfunctional families last week, and this therapist said that sometimes you fight each other because that's the habit you get into. The important thing is to get in touch with your feelings and open up a caring dialogue.
Right. Who thought it would be amusing to put the goldfish in the bidet?
I'm cleaning them out, giving them a bit of a change of scene while the water in their bowl settles.
Move them, Georgia, now.
Well, it certainly shouldn't take as long as an extension.
When can you start?
Not till Monday, because I'm taking Liz away for the weekend.
What? You haven't even asked me.
That's next on my list of things to do.
Let me save you the trouble. The answer's no.
Monday will be fine, whatever your social arrangements are.
Come away with me, Liz. This weekend.
I'm not the sort of person who goes away for a weekend with a person I've only just met.
Fair enough, I'm rushing you. Pictures then, Friday night. We'll take it from there.
I'm doing my mum's highlights.
Saturday then, day out.
I'll be in Tesco's all morning.
Afternoon.
I want to spend some quality time with my daughter. After all, it's all too easy to miss those special years, and before you know it, the bond is broken and you've grown apart. We're going to make fairy cakes and gingerbread men.
Right, Saturday night we'll go out for a curry.
I hate curry.
Chinese.
Brings me out in a rash.
I'll come round to you. Bring a video.
I don't have a video.
How about a walk in the park on Sunday?
It's my daughter's Sunday school concert.
Any spare tickets?
Georgia, do you remember me?
You're the Tooth Fairy?
Sweet. We met on the doorstep last week. I'm your Auntie Rosie, your granny's oldest friend. And this is your Uncle Hugh.
Hello, Auntie Rosie and Uncle Hugh.
Hello, Georgia.
How are you feeling, dear?
Slightly nauseous.
Jolly good. Oh, little Philip.
Jake.
Of course, you're the baby, aren't you?
No, I'm the youngest son.
How are you, young man?
I've got a loose tooth.
So you have.
Excuse me.
Oh, now this is Philip. But there's something different about you.
He's smiling.
I had my hair cut.
Of course. And it looks very, Oh, Maggie.
Hello. You've met everyone then. Philip, take Hugh's coat. Nicely. Hugh, Andrew's in the garage, cataloguing his precious wine. Let me get you a drink, Rosie.
Is that collar real fur?
Yes, it's... Actually, no. Now I come to think about it, it looks so real I get confused, but it's not, it's absolutely,
fake.
It takes 40 dumb animals to make a coat, but only one to wear it.
Don't let her get to you, Rosie. I never do. Have a drink.
Andrew. Hugh. You remember that time we had in the Dordogne?
How many bottles did we sink that lunchtime?
Oh, you mean the one that went on for 3 days?
Only 3? I thought it was Thursday before we staggered out.
Could have been 4.
Are you going to pour it, or just cuddle it?
These are my babies, you know.
Oh, that's all right. They'll only be up the road. You can come and visit them.
No, I want you to buy them. I want you to buy them all.
Buy your cellar? But it's taken you years.
Oh, I need the money. It's not easy starting a family suddenly.
I don't envy you taking on 3 children. At your age.
Will you buy?
Are you sure about this?
No, but I want you to say yes quickly so I don't have a chance to change my mind.
Well, if it'll help you, yes.
Thank you. I wanted to go to a good home.
I'll look after it well.
I think you'll find it's a decent selection.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Got any Sant'Emilio?
Chateau Ozon 85.
Classic year. Oh, that was a great trip, wasn't it? Who was the winemaker?
Pascal Delbecq. Oh, he's a lovely man. Put us up for the night, you remember? Insisted.
As I remember, we passed out in the vineyard and he covered us with a horse blanket.
Very hospitable.
Oh, brings it all back.
Suppose I'll never get to France now.
Oh, you'll get back. One day.
I had a dream.
Yes, did I see a Margot?
I had a dream. I had a dream that Maggie and I would live the rest of our lives in France.
Within walking distance of the vineyard, I trust.
Oh, we were so close, Hugh. We could see the farmhouse, the stream, the ivy, the old stone.
Of course.
Spitting distance. And now...
Oh, steady on.
Have you ever seen something beautiful disappear from before your eyes?
I did get a bit fed up when the piranha ate the angelfish.
Disappointment ages you.
Oh, not half as much as running around after 3 children, I bet.
I want to go to France.
Look, we'll be doing the usual Bordeaux run next month. Send you a postcard?
No, I couldn't bear it.
Why did you make him cry?
It wasn't me.
I am so pleased to see you. Since those 3...
Lovely.
Lovely? Oh, lovely grandchildren moved in. Haven't you got anything to do?
No, I've already counted my blessings.
You know, there's a lot of your grandmother in you.
Where are you going?
Devise a new personality.
She's a lovely girl, isn't she?
No, she's a nightmare.
So how are you?
A wreck, a shadow, a broken woman. I haven't even had time for a cuticle dip.
Oh, surely you could get someone to take them off your hands for a couple of hours.
Well, you could.
Well, I've got all that capo de monte, darling, and my floors are waxed. I'll do anything else to help.
Wave a magic wand and make them disappear.
Oh, I couldn't wave anything. I spent the whole of yesterday being pummeled by Giorgio, the new masseur at Bodyworks.
Shut up,